Shia LaBeouf's acclaimed Hitchcockian thriller, Disturbia, becomes a global Netflix hit 17 years later. Directed by DJ Caruso, with a script co-written by Christopher Landon and Carl Ellsworth, the 2007 film follows a teenager who, after being placed under house arrest for assaulting his high school teacher, starts spying on his next-door neighbor, convinced he is a serial killer. Other than LaBeouf in the lead role, the cast also includes David Morse, Sarah Romer, and The Matrix's Carrie-Anne Moss. Now, 17 years after its release, LaBeouf's Hitchcockian thriller has become a global hit on Netflix. For the week of May 13th to 19th, Disturbia was the third most-watched movie on Netflix worldwide with 13.5 million hours viewed and 7.7 million individual views. This is the film's first week on Netflix's global top 10 chart, finishing below Madame Web in second place and Mother of the Bride in first. Rounding out the rest of the top 10 are Thelma the Unicorn, Shrek, Upgrade, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Boss Baby, Unfrosted, and Smile. Why Disturbia remains a hit? It's inspired by Hitchcock's Rear Window. As a modern-day retelling of Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, one of the greatest films ever made, Disturbia provides timeless enjoyment for audiences. In fact, the film is so similar to Hitchcock's thriller that Disturbia's producers and studio were sued for infringing on the rights to It Had to Be Murder, the 1942 short story on which Rear Window was based, though the claim was rejected by the courts. However, the fact that Disturbia feels so similar to Rear Window is partly why it has been such a success. Disturbia was well received by critics who, despite the film's predictable ending, praised it as a gripping and understated thriller with a standout performance from LaBeouf. The lead star especially earned praise for his performance, with many noting his ability to convey many different facets of his character at once. On Rotten Tomatoes, Disturbia holds strong 70% and 77% scores from critics and audiences, respectively. The movie was also a box office hit, grossing nearly $120 million on its mid-sized $20 million budget. Disturbia has become a Netflix hit during a time when LaBeouf has been absent from the spotlight for several years due to abuse allegations, which have prevented him from being cast in new roles. During this time, audiences are evidently craving his past performances, as The Peanut Butter Falcon was just a hit on Netflix last week, as was Fury earlier this year. In fact, LaBeouf will return to the spotlight with a lead role in Francis Ford Coppola's self-funded, epic sci-fi movie Megalopolis, which premiered at the Cannes Film Festival and is still seeking distribution in the United States. What's next for Shia LaBeouf? Megalopolis and more. LaBeouf has been no stranger to controversy throughout his career, including various arrests and run-ins with the law. Earlier in his career, he was accused of plagiarizing his short film HowardCantor.com, which he later apologized for. After starring alongside the singer in his 2019 semi-autobiographical drama Honey Boy, which he wrote, FKA Twigs accused LaBeouf of sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. That lawsuit is scheduled to proceed to trial in October 2024.